Hello everybody, my name is RG, or you can call me Makara, though I don't really like the second one. So, let's get started today. Today we're going to be talking about the whole Nimni Reyes situation, the drama that happened in between me and her. I just wanted to come on here in case this drama continues, because I feel like people are just really uneducated about this topic, since it's pick a side type thing. So I wanted to talk about how it all started. It actually all started when Reyes was, or Nimni, I'm just gonna call her Reyes because that's how I know her, I'm sorry. She made a video about her relationship with Slaughterhouse, and I was interested. Just because we are friends doesn't mean that I don't find her content interesting. I still like hearing her commentaries and stuff like that, really useful information. And I used to know Slaughterhouse, so I was like, this might actually be good, to get a better understanding of how their relationship fell out, just in case of future reference. I might need to look back on that information. So I was watching the video, nothing was wrong. She was clearly upset, and that's completely fine. I get it. I understand relationship fails. That's gotta be the worst pain. Just not being able to talk to your favorite person anymore, or VC with them. I've dealt with breakups before. So yeah, I was watching her videos, feeling actually really bad for her, because nobody deserves to be cheated on. That's terrible. So yeah, that was going on. I was reading the comments, everybody was being supportive, which is amazing. So I read one comment that talks about Judah, and I'm like, oh, he's in this video? So I finished watching her part, and then it gets to his part, and I'm just listening to what he's saying, and then he straight up just insults me, and then calls it off as I was just talking about the past. And I'm over here buddy, you were calling for fucking drama when you did that shit. So I was, obviously kind of pissed at him. And then he brings up my friend, which is, her name was Vamp at the time. And, he insults her. So I'm like, what the fuck, because what the hell did she do? So that happened, and then it all pretty much goes downhill from there, because I made a community post about their relationship between Nico and Abby, and I was just this is why I don't really want to fall in love, kind of just relating to my past ideas, because I'm not really the type that is trusting enough to fall in love. So yeah, I mentioned Judah because I was just kind of being sarcastic. Also find Judah funny or something like that I posted. So he responds, he's like, oh, just talking facts or something like that. Don't really remember, kind of dumb. So we're kind of starting drama there, just because I just didn't understand what the video had to do with me or my friend. Because after a certain point, Slaughterhouse actually unfriended me because he was in a relationship with Abby. So that makes zero sense. And if you want to bring up the Vamp part, I didn't feel that was necessary. That was necessary either, because it's just Vamp, she's my real life friend. She doesn't really care. Obviously now she does, because I told her about it. I'm like, can you believe that Judah fucking insulted you? And we were just talking about it at school. It was hilarious. So yeah, with that being said, I was more so upset with Judah about what he did, why he reacted that way, why he had to bring that up. Until 2 days later, or it was one day, I don't remember, I start getting DMs from Scorpion and Japan CSP about like, you know, Reyes is talking shit about you, shit like that. You know, do you know Reyes? How do you feel about Reyes? She really hates you. That's what Japan CSP said. So I'm like kind of like in a shit mood because I'm just like, you know, why is she talking shit about me? Like I understand that we had drama in the past, but I haven't even conversed with her. There was a few times in a GC where I was with like fucking Aziz. Aziz. I was with Aziz and he had added her there, but I had never friended her or anything like that. I never harassed her in DMs. I won't lie, like there was a few times where I made like snarky comments at her, but that really shouldn't be enough to just like full-blown shit talk me. Like, but it's not even the shit talking part that really gets me. It's like the comparison. Like, why are you jealous? This is what I never liked about, you know, girls and women is, you know, the jealousy problems that they have. I just feel like it's so like petty, like, because there's times where I find myself comparing myself to other women and I have to stop myself and really think like, this isn't healthy. You know, this is just gonna make me feel worse about myself because I can't appreciate myself. And so that's how I felt with Reyes, because I'm just like, there's no need to say you look alike to me or, you know, my style, say you don't want to be like me and shit like that, but then be jealous of me because I'm obviously skinny. It all just doesn't make sense. So after that happens, I go to Majovo because I'm like, did you really say that like I looked like her? And he was like joking about it and kind of just being a fucking dick, like just mocking me about it. And so I'm like, oh my gosh, what the flip, dude. And that's when I really started to just question our friendship, because I don't understand, like, what kind of friend just continues to say shit like that. Like, and he's really the type of person that'll continue to antagonize you and mock you until you've had enough, and then you just unfriend him or block him. And at that point, he was already trying to ruin my relationship. It's not really a relationship yet. It's more of like a, you know, get to know each other, because if you don't know him, his name is Eckerrider, or otherwise known as Lutwaffy. I've known him since like Ogism. So I used to be in like the GBS server with him, and I don't really think he ever really hated me. We were just kind of like friendly fire enemies. So yeah, I was actually starting to have a really good relationship with him, and started to actually like him. Help. I know that sounds so weird, like after 11 months, like I've been single for like ever since, what was it? It was either 2023 November or 2020, I think it was 2023. So yeah, I've been single for a while now, and I just really needed to, you know, get myself together after that one relationship. And don't worry, me and him are good now. If you don't know who I'm talking about, don't worry about it. Already made amends and, you know, introduced him to my family, and now we're just good family friends. So yeah, so Majovo, you know, he just didn't stop with that, and then he just didn't stop with the whole Reyes shit. So I started to get reasonably pissed off. And I just unfriended him along with like a lot of other people because I was just like, everybody's just pissing me off lately. And then I started getting DMs from like these like anime alts. I don't even know if they're like real, if they're real people or not. I don't really care. So they started, insulting me, like telling me that I was antagonizing Reyes or something like that. Like, I never even spoke to her after what happened. And that was when I just, I was like, you know what, I'll go ahead and, nip this in the bud. So I went to her comment section and you could see it on my community tab. I posted the screenshots of me, just kind of telling her what's up, because I'm just like, there's no need to continue this. Like, I didn't do anything to you ever since, last year. Like, last year was like my main antagonization of her. Because I'll admit, like, I was fucked up back then towards her. And that is something that I feel bad about because, she's still a person too. So, leave that comment. She blocks me. That's when I really start to get pissed off. The hate continues. People keep telling me about the shit that she's saying about me. And I'm just like, you know what? I think it's time for a little eye for an eye. So I start antagonizing her back. And that's essentially where it gets pretty fucked up. Because now everybody is ultimately seeing me as the main antagonist. Even though I had no contact with her, not subscribed to her channel. I don't have her added on anything. I don't just personally harass her in her DMs. So I was mainly just getting back at her for what she was saying about me behind my back. Personally, I don't really like people who talk shit. Like, if you have a problem with me, you can add me and you can talk to me about it. There was no need for her to, really do that. And even First Slash, like, he said the same thing. He was like, yeah, there was no need for her to be acting like that. You literally did nothing wrong. Because I'm not a part of her community at all. I'm not one of her friends. I'm kind of just like a standby. And basically, I had a little moment, guys, and I spilled out all over the place. That sounds wrong. That sounds okay. My rage spilled out all over the place. And to be honest, I was already kind of like in a tight space. I was with my father, and we were up in NC for like a baby shower because my uncle was having a child. He's going to be having a baby in 9 months with his new girlfriend, soon to be wife. So, I was just trying to be there, be supportive, be happy for my family. And, all this is happening, and it's all just happening at once. So I'm kind of like freaking out in my head because I'm like, I don't really see my dad a lot, so can you just like fuck off until I get back at least? So that's mainly why I was so reactive, was because I was already, in a tight space. I was trying to process everything all at once and not really be on my phone as much because I was with my father. So I do that, and all of a sudden everybody's on my ass, calling me an antagonist, doing this, doing that, calling me a fucking attention seeker, calling me a hypocrite. You don't want peace. You don't want peace. Like, you're faking your disorder. Okay. Like, that's why I don't really vent to anybody anymore, because I'd rather just talk to myself about it and just get over it instead of, putting myself out there so that everybody can just turn the tables on me when I have a normal human reaction. And I'm not justifying it. I'm not saying that like I'm just some angel sent from above. I'm not some saint. What I'm saying is, if you find out somebody is shit talking you, or someone is threatening you, or someone hits you, your human instinct is going to react. Whether you think you won't or you think you will, it's gonna happen regardless. No matter how peaceful you are, there is no such thing as total peace. I'm very self-aware about myself, and I know that the mistakes I make are not okay at all. I know I say things, I go against people for doing certain things, and then I do those certain things, but it's not my intention. I don't just deliberately try to be a bad person. I don't just try to ruin people's lives. Because if I do, the guilt is gonna stick. That's not something that just goes away for me. I can't just do something to someone and then feel okay afterwards. I always end up apologizing for it. And I am sorry for how I reacted to the situation with Nimni. I should have just found out a way to contact her and have a civil conversation with her. But after I left those 2 very positive comments that got blocked, I just felt like, you know what? Hands down. Armed forces are down, everybody. I'm going to just attack her because I tried peace. I tried diffusing the situation. I tried talking to Majovo. And those 3 options, they just dissipated. It didn't work. So I acted out on my impulses. And there's nothing I can do to change that. But it did bother me after I did it. I don't ever want someone to feel bad about themselves. Don't ever want someone to harm themselves. I don't want anyone to fucking feel bad about themselves. That's not who I am. But sometimes you say things that you don't mean, and then it's too late to take them back. So yeah, that's essentially what happened. But I also wanted to bring up this point because I feel like since we're gonna bring up the past, I shouldn't be the only one that's being called out here. Majovo, Judah, a few others, I won't mention them because, I don't want to bring back unnecessary drama. But mainly, Majovo and Judah, and even Slaughterhouse for a little bit, they were all fucking shit-talking Reyes. They were all making jokes about her. They were all fucking talking shit about her in GCs and fucking VCs to me. There was memes made about her. I'm not gonna get too far into that, but I just feel like, you know what? How can you turn on me when you were the same people doing the same things, if not worse, than what I was doing? That sounds honestly pretty hypocritical to me. And especially Majovo, because, he's the one that just makes fucking jokes about everything. So, I don't know if I'm the only one here, guys, because I can bring up a lot. I have all the old DMs, everybody's deleted account is still on mine because I still have my Discord account. The one from 2021, I still have it. So guess what? By all means, if someone wants to get froggy with me, I will bring up that proof in a heartbeat. Because I got to listen to that shit. In GCs, in DMs, in VCs. I got to firsthand listen to that shit. from the people who are calling me out now. So yeah, that's it. Have a good day, or a good night, everybody. And I am going to take my happy ass to that fucking shower. 'Cause I need one. Bye!